record, share screen. Let's just start with my screen. You guys can all see this, right? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so it's recording. So welcome everyone to our weekly team call. My name is Catherine, and then I have Amy over here, and we usually lead these team calls unless we have a guest speaker, which we should have more of, or one of our coaches leads or whatever. So it's Sunday at 5, obviously, 5 Pacific. Some of you are in different time zones, but last 2 weeks, our team call was at 7:30 Pacific time, and so now the new time is going to be 5 p.m. Pacific. So hopefully that works out for everyone. Let's just get into it. So announcements. I just wanted to share a few reminders. First of all, links. I know I got a lot of questions about, I got a lot of PMs about links, and even though that's something that's in the new coach checklist, I just want to go over that there's several ways that you guys can send links. Beachbody actually, so when I first became a coach, it started out as coachingcodes.com, and that one now I like the least. So my favorite right now is tbblinks.com. So basically how tbblinks.com looks is basically like this, and you just scroll down, you put in your coach ID, so whatever that is, and then there's certain links. So if you're usually the one that I always share is usually like USA links only. And then as you can see, there's challenge packs, Shakeology Boost, like basically anything that your customer could possibly want. Obviously, probably the most popular one would be challenge packs. So you click on challenge packs, and as you can see, all the programs are here. So for instance, if they want 22-minute hardcore with Shakeology, you click on that, and it says show link, and then you just copy and paste it. I think this one is not as user-friendly. You kind of have to, sometimes you'll copy the link and I'll open it up and then switch things around. But I'm used to this one, so I use this one the most. Beachbody created their own, and obviously you'll have to change it for US and Canada, because if you're Canada, the links change, and because the pricing is different. Of course, over here I already see it says view Canada, view in Espanol. That kind of shows me that we might expand in Mexico soon. So you enter your coach ID, and then enter your username. It's optional, and you just click submit. I think it changed. Yeah, it did. And then there's a selected category. So challenge packs, fitness programs, nutrition, and it changes as you can see. And it shows you, it highlights your coach ID to make sure that it's your coach ID in there, not someone else's or not a bunch of random numbers. And then you just go down and you look for whatever you need. And this is the link that you send people. So whatever this link is, if that customer doesn't have a coach yet assigned, like if they've never signed up for a challenge pack before or whatever, or they've never bought a program and randomly had a coach assigned, you're going to be automatically their coach because you sent them their link. However, if you send someone a link and you don't see the order go through, you can ask your customer, did you order? Let me know when you ordered. And they say, yeah, I placed an order, big. Oh, can I have your, can I see the order number and your email address just so I can confirm it? And usually they'll give it to you, and then you can have that order. You can also ask if they've ever worked with a coach, if they're currently working with another coach, or you can ask them, usually I will just say, when I send people the link, I'll be like, just let me know when you're done ordering, and then send me your order number just so I can match it up and confirm it.
And actually, corporate just changed their policy on that. If someone already has a Team Beachbody account, they are going to have to contact customer service to get switched over. We can't do it any longer. And that's just, some people doing sketchy stuff and ruining it for the rest of us, of course. But so probably the easiest way, I would check with them first. I'd say, do you have a Team Beachbody account? And if you do you have a coach? And because a lot of the times they'll get signed up randomly with one and they won't even mind making a new one. So sometimes they'll say, can I just use a different email, or can you call and get switched over? So I just have been saying that as soon as I send the link now.
Yeah. So it's just it's case dependent, obviously. I mean, everyone's different. You're always going to have different conversations. And so just know that sometimes the link situation is going to be different. But however, if you use, I don't even know. Okay. If you use the Coach Mobile, so coachmobile.teambeachbody.com/en_US. I just type in Coach Mobile app on Google and it always brings it up, or I have it saved on my iPhone. If you click on that, and I think I'm already logged in. And for instance, you put in the email address of whoever wants to order. You ask them for their email address and, like, for instance, what flavor of Shakeology they want. And you put in their email address and you click enroll new coach or enroll new customer. And it says it will actually tell you if this person already has an account. If it goes through, that means they don't have an account previously. If it doesn't go through, it says they have an account, and then you can open up that conversation with the person. They might give you another email address to use, or they might have to do the switch. So I also like this because it tells you, and you don't have to go through that extra step of any surprises.
And sometimes those don't go through, they're slower, glitchy or whatever. But a lot of the times I'll ask for people's email anyway and just check to see if they have an account, and then I'll send them another link. Because it is nice to just know, are they working with another coach? Because it is something you need to make sure that you talk to people about.
Good point. And then just a simple reminder of challenge packs on sale. I know everyone's always curious of what's on sale. First things first. Every single program is always on sale with a challenge pack. I know that's a huge misconception, a huge mistake that a lot of new coaches make, because we always talk about the challenge packs on sale currently. And so some coaches think that only those challenge packs on sale for that month are actually available as challenge packs. No, every single program has a challenge pack, but certain ones go on an additional sale for whatever month it is. So this month for June, it's 21-day fix and 21-day fix extreme with Shakeology for $140, and then the kickstart versions for $180. Kickstart means that you get everything plus the 3-day refresh as a bonus. So it's a really, really good deal. And then one more thing I want to share with you guys is the daily coaching guides for challenge groups. So I know a lot of coaches, they're really curious about, and actually Amy will go over this in the Team Healthier You website because we have so many resources there, but I just noticed these in the online office, and I know that these are coming straight from corporate. So they have really great resources now. Before they didn't. So right now they're coming up with a lot of great resources, which is really great because then we don't have to go through all these additional steps, and we can do everything from our online office. But basically, they have, I just saved the one for the multi-program challenge group because I always do multi-program, but they have ones for Shakeology only, they have ones for 3-day refresh only, a bunch of different ones. And basically it's you open it up, and it's mobile friendly too. And so you can look at it on your phones or laptops, and it's all gonna come out nicely. And basically it has day 1, day 2, and it shows sample posts, sample photos. Obviously you don't want to copy this word for word. You want your challenge groups to be more personalized. You want your customers to actually get to know you as a coach. You want your personality to show through. You want your personal experiences to show through. And if you're a brand new coach, you might not have experiences. That's fine. You still want to share your own struggles. Show that you're struggling with the group. If you're struggling, share that you're struggling. If you're having a win, share what that win is. Don't be a robot and don't just copy and paste things all the time. But if you're seriously lost and you need more inspiration, this is really, really great stuff. And I know that a lot of teams have made these in the past that I have used. I know there are some not as great ones in the online office before, but as you can see, corporate is stepping up their game, which is really, really cool. Now that's it for these announcements. I just wanted to share one more thing, that basically all these announcements that we share on team calls most of them can also be found in your online office. Now, something I suggest is making a daily habit to check into your online office every single day, at least once a day. That's to check in if you have any new coach signups, how your downline's doing, how your volume's doing, just kind of seeing your numbers every single day, because there's a law in the universe that says what you focus on expands, what you track increases. So if you're constantly tracking, even just mentally, oh, there's 100 coaches in my downline. Okay, good to know. Then, just keeping a mental note of certain numbers and how your orders are doing. And if you have a new customer, if you have a new lead and stuff like that, it always increases. So it's good to check in, but also because of the announcements. So I screenshot the very right-hand side of my online office, and it's called Coach Breaking News. And as you can see, this is where I see June challenge packs on sale right over here. The daily coaching guide is what I found right here. Coach link generator, and then all other kinds, we had a pop-up surge, qualification updates, anything about Summit, what's on sale, new programs, everything can be found in a Coach Breaking News. And I know when I just signed up, Stephanie on our GSR call said to always keep track of the Coach Breaking News. And ever since then, I've been checking into my online office every single day just to stay up to date. And Amy.
All right. Let me screen share.
Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me shift some stuff around. Okay. I'm going to let you do it.
Yes. On my Facebook newsfeed. Hold on. Over to the right. Oh, I can move it. Sorry. Okay. So, here we go. Okay. So, free groups. Everyone can see this, right?
Yes.
Oh, well, hold on.
Not anymore.
What is wrong with me? Okay. There we go. So, free groups. This is something that I stopped doing free groups for a while, and I regret it now. So, free groups are a wonderful, wonderful way to expand your reach, to expand your market, and just to build goodwill with people. If I look back on like coaches I signed or customers I signed, almost all of them had been in one of my free groups that I was running my first year as a coach. So, especially if you're a new coach, but I think it's equally as important for those of us who have been doing this longer to just keep with that mind frame of it, having at least one free group a month. Now, think about, I've had some people do longer free groups. I personally don't even like 2-week free groups. I think free groups should be 5 to 7 days long, and you really should pour yourself into them that way. I spent like 2 hours programming all of my, I have a free group going and I've got 3 posts a day in it, and I put it all in there in my Sendable, or you can do Hootsuite or anything like that. Just so, my free group that starts tomorrow is going to have a lot of content, and I'm going to be in there interacting a lot. So switch it up. Think about, if you're sick of running a clean eating, think about what else that you have that your target market would like, I don't know, workouts you can do with your kids. Or, I know that Emily and a couple of you guys are running a mocktail group where healthy cocktails and barbecue recipes, which is perfect for summer. Who doesn't want, to get those? I'm doing a decluttering one. So I'm actually I have a challenge every day that tomorrow I want them to get rid of 30 things in their closet, and I want to be brutal about it. And I'm just looking at my closet what's going to be easy. There's so much crap in there I don't need. But it's just going to be fun because it's something I can add on top of it that might attract people that are I don't know if I want to do clean eating, but let me see. And then they might look at the meal plan and think, okay, I can do this. It's kind of to ease them into it. You could do a personal development one. You can have everyone try to do the miracle morning, or you can have them, read a certain book, or you could do a yoga one. I've been thinking about doing a restorative yoga one because I got really into that when I was on the reset, and I was people don't know about this. That'd be cool to do one. Journaling, an ab challenge, anything like that. It doesn't have to be boring. You can switch it up, but you also don't have to reinvent the wheel. There are so many resources out there for free groups that will cut down on your time. You're thinking, oh my gosh, so I have a clean eating group, I have to make a PDF. No, there's stuff out there. You don't need to spend, tons of time putting together the meal plan and all that stuff, because we have those resources for you. You just need to know where to find them.
Unless you guys really, okay, so just a quick side note, quick interruption. I have a free group starting tomorrow, and I still didn't know what I wanted to do with it. I was sick of my own clean eating menu, and I thought that I had to sit there and recreate everything, look up recipes, do everything myself. And even as an older time coach, I always forget that I don't have to reinvent the wheel. But guys, if you really want to, if it makes your soul so happy and your heart sing to sit there and recreate an entire PDF document, go for it. But you do not have to. If that makes you cringe and you'd rather spend your time making something else or doing something else, or you'd rather fit in an extra workout today, that you don't have to reinvent the wheel, and you shouldn't. You shouldn't ever have to.
Exactly. I mean, it's one thing to use your creativity. I did make some new stuff for my group, but in my head I was I'm going to take this menu and put it on a thing where it's my brand and do all this stuff. And I was that is so dumb. I don't need to do that. I can spend my time doing something else. But if it's fun, if it's something you want to do, absolutely. I'm not saying never create anything new, just exactly what Catherine said. Can you see the Healthier You page now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is Team Healthier U's website, and we are all a part of Team Healthier U. And all of these resources kind of are pooled from all of our best stuff, all the stuff that Stephanie's got from different coaches. And there's so much information here and so many resources that I just wanted to walk you guys through it because, you know, you really can use anything that's on here. So one thing in particular, up here you've got the new coach checklist. You can always send one of your new coaches to this training site if you'd like. As well as ours or in place of ours, whatever. And, you know, she walks you through everything here. And then they've got, you know, there's a success tracker, the first 7 days, this is almost identical to the training I run and Catherine runs. And then the next one's the launch phase. So there's all this training. There's Emerald training here as well. And we have all of these like in different groups and stuff, but here's one place where you can find everything. You can send your coaches to do it at their own pace. Now, besides that, there's tons of other stuff. So look, how to enroll. So here's like a little tutorial and tools on how to enroll people. Scripts. If you're someone who's looking for script ideas, here you go. Social media training. I want to know what's in here. Okay, so here's I believe we've got a Facebook engagement tips one here that I did, I guess. I don't even remember doing that. It's in February. Instagram training.
She needs to update our Instagram training.
Yeah, she needs to add the new one in there. But yes, share, not sell, finding your niche market and avatar, first impressions on your page. I mean, if you're someone who's looking for training and stuff like that, because I know a lot of you are like, I want to know more about blank. This is where you're going to want to go. Tools to stay organized, Shakeology FAQ, challenge group guides. So this is the one that I recently used. I used this yesterday or 2 days ago. Free challenge group training. So
I used it today.
Yeah. So free group resources. This is where I went. And just click through here and it goes straight to the Google Drive here's Catherine's 5-day clean eating meal plan. These are all photos you can use if you need a quick cover photo and you don't have time to make one. Different challenge group guides. So here's a 7-day clean eating. This is a vegetarian one I made like 2 years ago because I don't eat meat and I was like having trouble with that. So I actually did make a meal plan here. This is the one I ended up using for my group. So here's it's clean eating on a budget. And there's the grocery list, and then here is the meal plan. And it's really that easy. And I just posted these PDFs in my group. And I said, here you go. Here's your resources. So there's all, here's daily posts for clean eating. So if you guys don't know what to post for it, hey, welcome to our free clean eating group. And it's like Catherine said, you can always make these more personalized, add your own photos to them, that kind of thing. But it really is helpful for that. So there's even more. I don't know how to go back. No, just click there.
I used there's a really great one. Click on the 7-day one. Right. Yeah, right there. Click on one of those. One of those is empty. The other one has something else. Okay, so that one's empty. This is a really, really great one that doesn't have any branding on it or anything. I don't know who made it, but I freaking love it. So I'm using this one. It's just like, I like how it has a checklist. And it has a game plan. It has a meal plan. It's 7 days. I like this one. So I just found this today. I didn't reinvent the wheel. It talks about prices, so they know exactly what they're looking for, how much it might cost, and some recipes. So I thought that one was great.
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, anyone who's like, if you're like, especially if you're new, like I knew when I was new, I was like, I don't even know what clean eating is. And now I have to run a clean eating group and I don't know what I'm doing. These are all great tools for that. So great things I'm actually in the process of redoing our 7-day new coach training to include one of their first goals is their second week of coaching. I want everyone to run a free clean eating group. And I want to, include all these recipes for them and stuff so that it's very easy. Like here's a team crock pot, free squat challenge. So like here's one for just squats. So here, do this many squats in the morning. This is how you're supposed to squat. This is the, proper squat form, whatever. Anyway. Tons and tons and tons of stuff. I'm going to see if I can get all the way back. Here we go. So yeah, FAQ, inviting, Bombshell Dynasty team calls. So this is recordings of another team's calls that were helpful. Coach placement. So if you have placement questions, you can come here. We're always like, if you guys have placement questions, that's always something you can ask us because I know it's really confusing at the beginning and you don't want to screw anything up. But you can also go here to learn more about it when you're ready. Yeah, tons of stuff here. So let me see. Let me go back to the team. So the password is passion, and it's just teamhealthieryou.com. I know I also have it linked in the pinned post on my page, on the team page. I think Catherine probably does as well. Just as a resource that's always there for you, and we're always adding stuff to it. We're always updating. So definitely check it out when you have time. Now, another thing we're going to talk about is how to plan out the month to hit Success Club. So this is really important, and I have been trying to do a team calendar every month just to kind of give you guys ideas. And thinking about, you don't want to have, like, say today I posted an invite to my free group, an invite to my challenge group, and a coaching call out. You don't want to do that. It's confusing. If you're promoting a free group, no one's going to want to be getting in on your paid challenge group right then, because they're like, well, I'll take the free option first. And no one knows what you don't have a focus. So to avoid that, we really want to focus when we're promoting things to, hit Success Club by the middle of the month, so no one's stressed out, and then start promoting other things in an order that makes sense, so that when you're promoting the coaching opportunity, you have some challengers that have been in your challenge group that might be interested. Or when you're promoting your free group, you're reaching new people. And then after that, so this is what I did. My free group begins tomorrow. It kind of began today, technically. So if you're not running a free group this week, I would really, really suggest running one next week, starting on Monday. And after, tomorrow I'm going to talk about, how my free group's going for my posts. And then I'm going to start promoting my challenge group. So I have my challenge group starts on the 20th. So right up until that challenge group begins, I'm going to be promoting my challenge group. I'm not going to be talking, I always talk about the coaching opportunity, but I'm not going to be explicitly promoting the coaching opportunity. I'm not going to be talking about free groups. I'm going to be promoting for a challenge group. And I'm going to be talking about 21 Day Fix, because that's the program I'm doing currently and the one that's on sale this month. So after that challenge group begins, then I'm going to start promoting the sneak peek and the webinar. I'm actually going to do both. So we'll do a 3-day sneak peek into coaching, and then a webinar on the last day to kind of catch everyone that didn't, want to do the whole sneak peek, or to, really get people more excited and talk to them one-on-one about it. So after that challenge group begins, that's when I'm going to promote the sneak peek and the webinar. I'm also going to make sure that this challenge group is really good and really focused, and I invite everyone personally to it on the first day of the sneak peek. So everyone that's in my challenge group and participating, I'm not going to send them like a mass message or something, but I'm going to personally message every single one of them and be like, I would love if you would come to this. Are you interested? And that way, we should have all hit Success Club by our challenge group start date. And then by here, we'll be signing new coaches all at once. And this is perfect, because then the next Monday, if we have a bunch of new coaches like we did last time we were in the sneak peek, they can all go into training together. And I'll let you talk about yours, because I know we're doing some slightly different things.
Yeah, I mean, it's similar stuff. Free group start at the same time. Challenge group towards the end of the week. It just makes sense to have the free group at the beginning, because you collect a bunch of people. Free group just kind of like, you find people who you won't normally find if you're just promoting a paid challenge group, because a lot of people are skeptical in the beginning, especially if you're brand new. I'm sure you run into lots of very skeptical people. As you grow, your credibility, as you grow, like your business, as you grow, as you get results, and as people see you succeed, people get a little less skeptical, but you're always expanding your market. And so you're always going to run into skeptical people who want to see what you're all about, and they'd love to do it for free first. And so then, all those people, when you give them all your time, when you give them your best work, when you give them your best help, they start getting interested in your paid challenge group. So like Amy said, hitting Success Club by mid-month. And then my challenge group, I think our challenge group starts a week apart. I usually like to do my challenge groups at the beginning of the month, but again, I'm kind of restructuring right now, so end of the month. And then live opportunity webinar, some are at the end of the month, just like Amy, similar to Amy. I might consider doing a sneak peek. I mean, you guys, these calendars, it's not like, if you guys want to switch something around, or if you want to do your own thing, or if you don't like the date of something, you can always do your own thing. Like Amy said, if you're not starting a free group tomorrow, you can start it next week. It's okay. This is more of just a guide, and sometimes it's even just a guide for me. But this is how, someone asked how to plan out the month to hit Success Club. this is how you would do it. This is how it would make sense. This is how you would always find new people every single month through your clean group. And like Amy, I really like the analogy you used last week was the funnel. So you have like a big funnel, and then obviously at the end of the funnel.
I can find a picture of what he's talking about.
Yeah, and so like at the end of the funnel, the goal, of course, is new coaches, right? But not everyone's going to become a coach. So yeah, I think I've seen it before, heard about it.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything, but you know, just your free group at the top to get the most amount of people interested in talking to you as possible, and you trickle down. So then, you know, maybe if you're really lucky, like 10 of them will buy a challenge pack. And then after that, you'll invite them to the coaching opportunity. And maybe at the end of the month, you assign one new coach, and that's still really good. It's still better than no new coaches. And, you know, the wider you cast that net up top to get people interested in your free group, it'll trickle down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. And then the last thing, refocusing on the vital behaviors. There's 4 now. So this is an old graphic, obviously, but inviting every single day, doing, you know, talking, doing your social media posts, doing your inviting if you're doing inviting. Have the courage to invite people you come into contact with and build those new relationships every single day. Being proof the product works. So one thing that's super important is that you're, you know, on your fitness journey, you're getting results. And I fell off the wagon for like a solid month before I did the ultimate reset, and my business suffered because of it. You know, people aren't going to want what you have unless you're happy and you're passionate about it. And you're getting your own results. So you're drinking your Shakeology every day. You're fully committed to a program. You are following a program. You're on, you know, I'm on day 2 of 21 Day Fix right now. And partially because I haven't done it in like a year and a half. And also it's on sale this month. And I needed it. You know, I needed to get back in that habit of working out, because after the ultimate reset, I was in the habit of not working out. So yeah, be a walking success story. You know, you will be more pumped up about this business if you're exercising and you're getting results and you're feeling awesome about your body, and everything else will be easier. It's hard to make an inspiring post when you're not feeling very inspired. And that kind of leads into personal development. So you are doing intentional personal development every single day. You know, you're listening to podcasts, you are learning new things, and you're really reading something or listening to something that gets you excited and inspires you. Because our job is to be able to inspire others, right? So we have to make sure we're inspired ourselves and we're learning new things and we're implementing them in our lives. One quick thing I also want to say about personal development, don't overdo it either. Make sure, like, it's taken me so long to get through Entre Leader, but I'm implementing everything. So I'll read a chapter, and then I'll sit down and I'll think about it. I'll go back through and underline, you know, really find something that speaks to you and that gets you excited, and absorb as much of it as you can, and then pass it on to the world. Because unless you're one of us and like all jacked up about personal development, there are so many people out there who their lives would be made so much better if they did personal development. But they just don't know it. So it's your job to be that for them. You know, I have so many people that I just like, sometimes I'll like say just like a little summary of what my book said that day. And I'll have people reach out like, you are so inspiring, all this stuff. Like, yeah. I really needed to hear that today. And I'm like, you could do this for yourself, you know?
I just wanted to quickly mention, you guys, personal development at the very least, I mean, of course, number 1 is to inspire you. Number 2, it gives you your content. Like, literally, okay, so my boyfriend, he's always like, how do you know this? Or how are you so inspiring? How do you have so much information, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, I'm literally just a walking book encyclopedia of personal development. Like, I just repeat things from personal development. That's it. Like, these are not my own thoughts. I've done them so much, and like it's become such a habit that they have become my thoughts. Like it has become the way I think, but it didn't start that way. Like I've just been repeating, you know, what Tony Robbins said, what this person said, what that person said, and it just becomes your content. And you know,
and what Shailene Johnson said the other day on one of her podcasts I was listening to that really stuck out to me is like, stop thinking about, like, think about what your audience needs. Like, think about what you needed before you joined as coach. What did you need to hear? It might be simple. Like it could just be something as simple as like, did you know that if you try to do something every day for 30 days, it forms a habit? That seems so simple because we've been talking about it forever, right? But if you just talk about that with your audience, they're going to be like, this is such good information, you know, and it doesn't have to be all new information. You can simply be regurgitating things you've learned elsewhere. But for other people, they will see it coming from you and see you as a knowledgeable source.
And one more thing I wanted to mention real quick was some of my most inspiring posts have literally been like me when I'm struggling. I just literally write a post to myself. Like I write advice to myself. So like, what do you need to hear? Like, what do you need to tell yourself? Trust me, there's 99 bajillion people that need to hear the exact same message. Like I always tell, and like my closest friends know when I'm having a hard time and I get the most texts like, are you okay? Is when I write something about like the most inspiring thing about like, it's okay to struggle. It's okay, blah. They're like, Catherine, what's wrong? Because they know that I'm writing it to myself. Like they know this about me at this point. So it's like, what message do you need for yourself? Are you falling off the wagon? Maybe make a post about what it's like to get back on the wagon, why it's okay to fall off the wagon sometimes and pick yourself back up. It could be a message just to yourself, but you're going to hit your target market that way because you're attracting yourself. Right? Your target market is basically a version of yourself. And so when you talk to yourself sometimes in your posts and then try to inspire yourself, you're going to hit all those people and inspire other people. So just want to mention that.
And then the last vital behavior, the newest one, is recognition. So recognizing your challengers when they do things that are awesome, recognizing your coaches when they're doing a good job, recognizing yourself when you're doing a good job. You know, sometimes we have to just toot our own horn, and I'm totally all for that. But just kind of like take a moment to do a reality check. Like, what program are you currently like 100% doing? And what area are you bullshitting yourself? And like, for me, like my nutrition after the reset, my mom was here. So it's kind of like, well, you know, she wanted to eat out all the time, but I was like bullshitting myself. I can't act like I'm having like a healthy diet when I'm not. And it's hard to, you know, come up with great healthy eating plan posts when I'm eating like garbage. So, you know, you really have to find out what area you're not committed to. Are you not really doing personal development every day? Because if you really want to be all in with this business, you should probably pick up a personal development book. You know, so don't let yourself get in your own way. I think everyone's biggest obstacle is themselves. Like, I don't care who you are. We are always our biggest obstacle. So just be honest with yourself. Be brutally honest with yourself. Be like, I love you, self, but you have to get this under control in order to make this work. So, you know, what program are you doing? Are you sticking to your meal plan? Are you really getting results? Are you inviting? Are you expanding your knowledge base? Are you doing personal development? Be intentional, you know? So that's kind of just, I'll get off my soapbox now. I'm kind of talking to myself as well.
Preach. You got a message. Yeah. So, I mean, we're just literally speaking from experience, you guys. Like, and this business is so, so simple. It's just that we stand in our own way and we make it difficult for ourselves. It's really simple with consistency and just being patient. Mm-hmm. Think about the fact that you are basically, to have someone buy a challenge pack from you, to have someone sign up as a coach from with you, it's like you're waiting for people to change, and it can be frustrating, but you have to be patient because, you know, not everyone can change as fast as you. Not everyone can see the light as fast as you. Not everyone can see the potential of this business as fast as you. So you just have to keep being the example and keep being the great mentor to your audience, and eventually people will come around. And yeah.
Exactly.
I think that's it, you guys. There's only 3 minutes left of my free Zoom account. Cool. I'm glad you needed that, Allison. I'm glad we can speak to you. So great to see everyone's faces. We love you all.
All right.
All right, you guys.
Later. Have a good week. I like this is on Sunday night now because we can just get pumped and it's like Monday tomorrow. Yes.
Yeah. So you guys, don't forget 5:00 from now on. I have to change my calendar now. 5:00 Sundays every week. Tag your downlines.
I had to change it because it was right during Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
It's really embarrassing to admit, but I was like, I just can't.
We can blame Al for this.
Yeah, my husband was like, no. We were watching it at 8. I was like, okay. So,
all right, guys.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.
Bye.